I'm Belinda Todd. This is going to be our final chair yoga class in this series. So I'm excited to get started. Let me tell you about a few things you might get to help you as we get started today. Hopefully you'll have a strap. Now, if you don't have a strap, you know what else you can use? A man's tie, a scarf, or maybe a long towel. I have my block here. If you have any trouble bending and allowing your hands to come to the floor, maybe a block, using it at whatever height works for you. And I also have a cushion for people who are perhaps a little shorter. If you or your chair is higher and you need to put your feet on something, that's it. All of these things are simply for your good, for your benefit, so choose accordingly. Oh, and I do have one more thing I'm going to show you as we end tonight. But now let's get started by sitting in our chairs. Feet and legs are comfortably parallel one another. Lift those shoulders up, 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 squeeze, and then let them go. Place your hands, palms up or palms down on your thighs, your back's erect, and if you're comfortable, you might close your eyes. Now begin to take a deep inhalation. This first breath, I want you to fill the belly, fill it a little bit more, bring it all the way up into your rib cage, and then slowly release. Inhale again. Feel that rib cage. And release through your nostrils. Find a rhythm for your breath, maybe using the count of 4. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Allow each inhalation to fill the body with fresh oxygen, and each exhalation, allow it to release tension, stress, all that junk from today. We're going to inhale positivity, and we're going to exhale the negative. One more time. Open your eyes. Let's begin by working with our eyes. We're going to do some eye movements. So keeping your back straight, keeping your head erect, I'm going to ask that you move your eyes straight up towards the ceiling. You might even think about having a clock in front of you, and the eyes are at 12 o'clock. Now down to 6, just those eyeballs moving. 12 and 6, 12 and 6. Close your eyes briefly. Open your eyes and let's scan the horizon. So slowly take your eyes over to the right, all the way as far as you can, and then move your eyes across the bridge of your nose all the way to the other side. And back, across again, one more time, and back to center. Close your eyes. Open your eyes. This time we are going to circle the clock. Look up, eyeballs up. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Don't strain, and if it bothers you, just simply stop. 5, 6, 7, and over to 8, 9, 10, 11, and back to 12. Let's reverse that, looking up at 12. Go at your own pace. Digit by digit. 9, 8, 7, and 6. Take it around. 3, 2, 1. Back to 12. Close your eyes. Bring your hands together and briskly rub, rub, rub. Really create some heat. Lots of heat in the palms of your hands. And then cup your palms over your eyes. Feel the warmth of that. Allow it to penetrate. Now drag your fingertips down from your hairline, down to your eyes, using your ring finger. Massage your eyelid gently, very gently. And then bring your fingers along the side of your head into your temples and rub forward and back. Oh, it feels good. Yes. And release. All right, a good exercise if you've been reading a lot or on your computer. All right, let's bring our hands together and we're going to inhale up and just begin to feel those shoulders reach up. And now the hands back down to the heart. Inhale again, reaching up. Let's climb a ladder. Reach, reach, reach. Stairway to heaven. Reach, reach, reach. Reach and hold. And bring your hands back down to your heart and release. This time, let's lift our arms up and drop one hand down to the chair. Reach high and let's do a little side stretch. Feel that side begin to open up. Press the shoulder back. Maybe you look up. Breathing a little bit deeper, getting more oxygen in on this side. And allowing the ribs to expand. And we come back up. And now your other arm goes down, reach high, come over. And on this side, the same thing. Press the shoulder back, look up, reach. Take in a nice deep breath. And both hands up and then down. Extend your arms out and bring your hands behind your head. In fact, lace your fingers. Now press your elbows back, back, release, back and hold. Let's take this to the side. Bring it up and to the other side. And up again. And now extend your arms out. Bring your left arm across your body. Wrap that right arm right above the elbow and press that elbow in as you begin to stretch across the shoulder. That feels good. And now release that left arm and we're going to bring it behind our back. The right hand comes across and we stretch a little more. Don't stop breathing now. And release it down. Let's do it again. Arms up. Cross the right one, left one above the elbow. Press it into your body. Just feeling that nice stretch as we begin to stretch across the shoulder there. Feels good. And we'll release. Bring that hand to our backs. Other hand will grab that elbow as you press it open. And breathe. And we're gonna release. And let's try something else. I'm gonna scoot forward in my chair, and I'm gonna take my hands behind me and just grab one. I'm grabbing my, well, grab your left wrist. Just loosely grab it. And lift your shoulders up and press back and look up. Now what we're doing here is we're still kind of working on that upper body, pressing the shoulder blades towards each other. No strain, little stretch, look up and release. Now I want you to drag that left hand over so that you can't see it. And now press your head over to the right. And we feel a wonderful stretch along the side of the neck, along that left shoulder. That feels good. And release. You might want to shake it out here. Take your hands behind you. This time you're going to reach for your right wrist loosely and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Look up. Inhale and exhale. Coming back to center, we're going to slide that right arm over and then very gently allow that your ear to come down towards your shoulder, left side. Feel the nice stretch. And release back to center. Now shake those hands out. Lift the shoulders up and back. Forward and back. One more time, forward and back. Can we reverse that movement? Up, forward, and down. Back, up, forward, and down. One last time. And if you did no more than that, man, it's going to feel good, especially if you're sitting at a desk all day. All right, let's move on. Hands to heart center. Inhale, up. Maybe you take your legs a little bit wider, maybe hip length. Exhale, forward, reach out, and then down to the floor. Or if you have a block there, you can bring your hands to a block. Bring your hands to your knees. Lift the chest up and come back. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. Keeping the neck and spine in one line as we lean forward, and then down to the floor or your block. And while you're here, just kind of feel that back begin to loosen up. Take in a nice deep breath. Imagine it spreading through your back. Another inhalation. Bring your hands to your thighs. Extend the chest forward and look up and release. Let's do that one more time. Hands together. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward, as though you're reaching for my hands through the screen. Yes. And then we release to the floor or to the block. And we bring our hands back up to the knees or thighs. Press the chest forward. Lift up and release. All right. Let's add on. Take your legs even further apart. And now I want you to press that left shoulder towards your right knee. Stretch. Keep the knees apart. So this hand is actually pushing the leg so it stays out. And I come back up. Let's do it to the other side. And up. Let's do that a few times. 4 and down. 3, up and down. 2, over, up and down. Last one, make it a good one. Over, press, other side. Very good. Bring it up and release. Well, we've worked on our eyes and our neck and our arms, and we're starting in our midsection. So I want you to maybe scoot up in the chair. We've done a little bit of waist work, and we're going to work on our legs and thighs. So let's just see where you are. Let's work up a little heat first. How about that? Let's just march in place. So lift, and then use opposite hand with opposite leg. And up, and up, and up. Squeeze the belly. Up, 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 up. Lift the arm higher. Up, up. Try to get that waist up to your knee up to your waist. Reach, reach, reach. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, give yourselves a hand clap because you have created heat and energy in your body, and I think I need a little bit of water here. So now, let's work on the legs a little more. So I want you to lift that left leg up. And now, if you need to hold on to your leg, do that. But, so from here, let's just kind of circle the foot at the ankle. Circle, circle, keep that back straight, shoulders back, and reverse. Circle, 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 and hold. Let it go. Let's take the other leg up. Use your hand under the thigh if you need to. Begin to circle, 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 and reverse. Circle, 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 and hold, and let it go. Bring that left leg up again. Now, hold on if you need to. If you can, release your hands. Take that one arm out. Take the other arm out. And can you feel the weight of that thigh as you lift it up? And have your shoulders up here, release them, let go. And now, if you can, stretch out that foot and point and flex, point and flex. Bend it, lift it up again, and let it go. Yeah, you did it. Maybe you need a little help. This is where we could use a strap. So let's see how that would work with the other foot. Lifting that leg up. Now, if this is hard for you, put that strap or scarf or whatever under that foot and just lift it up and hold it there. And then you work until you can maybe extend one arm out and then the other. Yes, and maybe we're going to hold it a few counts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, you did it. Stretch it out. Now, it doesn't have to be very high. You can bring it down low and point the toe. Flex the foot. If you need to, go back to the strap. Flex that foot, pull that leg. Hold it, bend it, and release. You should begin to feel some heat now in your body. All right. Now I'm going to turn to the side so that you can see what I'm doing. But you can just stay in your chair where you are, and I'm going to turn back, but just so you can see this, I am going to, there's not enough room in this chair, I'm going to inhale up, and as I lean forward, I'm going to go down as far as I can. Now notice that I do have a little bend in my knee, that's fine. If you can touch your toes, that's fine. If you only come here, that's fine. Allow your elbows to come down to the side as you press. Let me do that from the front. All right. So I'm scooting to the front of my chair. I'm on my heels, but I have some stability in the chair. Good afternoon. I see somebody from Alaska. All right, inhale up. Exhale, begin to soften your knees as you reach forward. Allow your chin to fall into your chest. Maybe you grab your toes or maybe not. Maybe you can grab the sides of your feet. If you can, you'll feel a stretch even in your back. And then slowly begin to round up. Let's try that again. Inhale up. Exhale, come forward and just lean all the way down. And then slowly round up again. Let's try it one more time. Up. I tell you what, this time, spread your legs apart. Let's take it and begin to twist to your left side and reach left and come down. Maybe you come to the floor or to your ankle, but just find your stability in the chair. And then bring your hand back up to your thigh and draw yourself up. Ready for the other side? Okay, inhale up. You're twisting towards the right leg and come forward and down. You know what? I'm noticing that I am not stable in this chair. So always make sure that if you need to sit back, you do that. And then you reach down because we don't want any injuries. And then slowly bring your hands to your thigh and come back up. Inhale up, forward, and all the way down. Walk your hands over to the left. Reach that right arm out. Come back to the center. Walk your hands over to the right, reaching the left hand out. And back to the center. Squeezing your midsection, place your hands on your thigh and come to rising. Yeah, that feels good. Time to do a little twisting. All right, so you're in your chair and let's do it this way today. Let's start with your left leg. Let's bring it up. And as we have this ankle across our thigh, we sit here and just begin to feel that there is some action going on in the hip. It's opening, you're stretching that IT band. And maybe you stay here for a minute, take a couple of breaths. Perhaps you inhale and fold forward. And now there's some different action going on now. That hip's talking to you. Well, while you're here, don't concentrate on the hips. Work on those toes. Massage your toes. Use your knuckles to maybe massage your instep and the ball of your foot. And that feels good. Everybody will not be able to fold here. Just do what you can. These movements are accessible to everybody in some form or the other. And then we gently come back up. Now, I'm gonna cross one leg over the other. And then I'm gonna inhale up and I'm gonna bring my left hand behind the chair and my right hand across my thigh and I begin to twist. I'm twisting from my midsection as I look over my shoulder. And breathe. One more breath. And as we release, come back around to center and release your leg. Sit here and just kind of feel the reverberation of energy on that side while we try the other side. We lift this leg up, flexing the foot here, sitting up tall as you just slightly exert a little pressure here And just notice what it feels like. And then take a nice inhalation and begin to lean forward, giving this hip some love as well. We don't want to be uneven. Begin to maybe massage the toes and use your knuckles again for the instep of your foot. And find that tender place. Wow, that's where you want to work. And take another breath. Lean forward a little bit more if you can. And come to rise. And now cross over. Inhale up. Now this time, the left hand is going to come over. The right hand is going to come behind the chair. And I'm twisting. I'm really working that midsection as I begin to look over my shoulder and breathe. Take another breath or two. And as we slowly release, we come back to center, releasing that leg. Now, for some people, that might have been a little difficult, so let's twist again. I'm going to do it in a different way. I'm sitting in my chair, the center of the chair perhaps. I want to bring your left hand behind you. Then you can wrap it around your back and bind, or again, place it on the chair behind you and just simply come around to the side. Now, don't bring that leg in, but keep it out. So you're exerting pressure against the leg, but not moving the leg, and begin to twist. Why do we do these twists? Well, they're really good for digestion. They're good for your internal organs, just kind of giving maybe like wringing them out and release. And we're going to do that on the other side. So we're going to just always stretch up. Bring this hand behind you. I have it here. This is what I'm doing. I'm placing my hand here on the chair. And then this other hand I'm bringing across, pressing into my leg, but not moving it. And I begin the twist. You know, I was thinking the other day about being flexible. Being flexible. And this is just me. These are my thoughts. But when you are not flexible in your body, oftentimes you're not flexible in your life. You're stuck, not willing to change. So be flexible. All right, let's move on. Warrior poses. Sitting back in the chair, I'm going to slide towards the edge of the chair, and knee and ankle are in a straight line here. And then this other leg, your right leg, we spread it back here, and our arms are out. Now that might be too much. So if it is too much, your body says not quite, then maybe you bring that leg here. So you're at a 45-degree angle, and it still works. I'm going to flip that front hand, which is going to be your left hand, and then this is called reversing the warrior pose, reaching up. Now what's going on here is that the rib cage again is expanding. I'm getting in more oxygen and release it. If my leg is out here, the same thing is happening. Reaching up and coming back. Extended side warrior. I place my arm here and bring my arm alongside my head, and I look up. And now I want to feel that stretch from my ankle all the way up my side through my fingertips. Now I'm going to release this top hand and place my hand to my lower back. And then I'm going to drop this hand down to the floor, or another place to use our block, here. I am lifting my shoulder so that once again I'm getting a nice opening here in the shoulder and chest area. Feels great. Let's lift that hand again and both arms up. Flip the hand. We take it into a reverse movement again and back to warrior two. Warrior poses are beautiful and they're for strength. So these arms are not just flailing in the wind, they're strong because we're warriors. So let there be power through the fingertips. All right, release. We've got to do the other side. And so I scoot over to the edge here. Again, if your leg stance does not allow it, this is a great way to just stop and get into your warrior. But if you can slide that leg back, we can do that. And you know what? Sometimes you can do something with one leg that you can't do with the other. So as we look out over the middle finger of that front hand, I'm going to flip the hand and reverse. I want to open the rib cage on this side. I want to breathe. And back into warrior two. Now, arm to your thigh, arm alongside your head. And if you didn't bring your block over to the side, let's just do that quickly. I'm going to reach my block, bring it over, and let's find the pose again. Arm here and here. Now, reaching high, let that stretch again come all the way from the ankle, up along the leg, up the side of the body, out through the arm and the fingertips. Release that hand to your lower back. Lift the shoulder open and release your hand that was on the thigh down to the floor or to a block. And now we're stretching in another direction. You can look up, but if it bothers your neck, then take your gaze down toward the block. And then, using your midsection, make your way back to warrior two. Let's reverse that one more time. Flip your hand and reach up. And come back. And release. And that's our warrior pose. Now, I'm going to end with one thing today that I started last week. I told you the value of using a ball to massage your feet. This is, I think, racquetball. But if you had a golf ball and probably even a tennis ball, maybe you could use a can of tomato paste, something small like that. And simply find yourself positioned securely in your chair. Take your foot and then roll it forward and back and forward and back. Now listen, if you can stand up and hold on to the chair, you can probably exert a little more pressure. But we want to work all those little nerve endings that end in our feet. And then maybe you can begin to, maybe the ball of my feet, I'm just beginning to circle, and then the other way, and then I can work my toes and my heel. This is just really good. You can do this while you're watching television. Just, roll, roll, roll. And then if you find that spot that's really like, tender, then give it a little more love. Let's take it over to the other side. Yeah. So, and I think I like doing this if I'm standing because you really feel the pressure then. And just roll and roll slowly, take your time. And then when you come to the ball of your foot, you might circle that area, get the toes involved, and the heel perhaps. and it feels really good. So we've just used things that were available to us to work the body. Last thing you could do with this, if you, I can't do this in a chair like this, but I do have a little bit of a back here. So I'm gonna put the ball here, and then I have it right above my waist. Sometimes, you know, you get that little something going on in your back and you need a massage. So you can just use this ball for that. Now don't put it on the bone, but try to work it on the muscle. And sometimes it's that muscle right above your hip. So that's another great use for this ball. I got to do this side because that felt so good. And then let's prepare ourselves for what our ending, which is just a relaxation. Ooh, yeah, okay. So let me put that down. I think we pretty much worked our bodies from head to toe. So if we can get some relaxing music. Let's go. Extend our arms up. One last time. Bring your hands down and just place them on your lap. Now, it's up to you if you'd like to close your eyes, or if you're not comfortable doing that where you are, take your gaze down toward the floor. And today, let's do a little visualization. I want you to think about colors. We're going to start with red, and that's easy. But as you close your eyes, visualize yourself in a quiet place, your quiet place. It might be the beach, might be a flower garden, maybe the mountains. And in your environment, find something red. And now, find something blue. Just notice how beautiful the blue is. But, oh, then you've spotted something yellow. Begin to inhale the yellow. How about green? What's green in your special place? Bask in these colors. Are there any sounds? Are there any particular smells? In this place, you are totally relaxed. All stress and tension melt away. And know that you can come back to this place at any time. If you will, gently bring your awareness back into your bodies, and this time in this space, gently open your eyes. Maybe you wiggle your fingers and your toes. Move your arms and legs. I want to thank you for joining us today. It's been a pleasure having you in this class of accessible yoga. And what I try to teach you is that yoga is truly for everyone, everybody, BODY. Thank you so much, and I will see you the next time. I'm going to invite Carl to come up and say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight for our final course in this series of chair yoga. We will be bringing it back sometime next year, so please stay on the lookout for that. But please, in the chat, go ahead, put some emojis in there, giving Miss Belinda Todd a round of applause. One of our Central Virginia volunteers, also a licensed yoga instructor, who has been sharing her gift of yoga with us for the last few months. Listen, part of healthy aging is making sure that we have our bodies moving. And that's what Belinda Todd helped us do tonight. I saw the question in the chat asking if you would be getting the link. Yes, in a few days you will get a link of this recorded session. We will also upload it to our YouTube channel, so you can go back and take this course as often as you would like. Once again, I want to thank Ms. Belinda Todd for her services tonight and teaching the class. It's been a great few months, and we can't wait to bring this back. Until next time, we hope that you have an amazing evening and an amazing holiday season.
Happy holidays!